What is good, guys, and welcome back to another FTB video. Today I wasn't gonna pick up the camera honestly, but since it's actually pretty nice outside, as you can see, it's pretty sunny and it's getting kind of hot, but it's still tolerable because of the wind. I decided to go ahead and just pick up the camera and might as well record it. And then instead of giving you the usual Honda Civic content that I've been putting out, and then the same thing with all these is it worth buying videos, today I decided to why not go ahead and give a review on my Nissan. If you guys have seen the previous videos, which I'll link to some of them in the description box down below, I have mentioned that I own a Nissan, but I've never shown it. The same thing with my boy Dev, we talked about it, but today we're gonna go ahead and show the car. I was gonna take off the wheels, so it has some set of wheels on the car, but I decided to go ahead and show the car how it sits and how it stands currently before I pretty much put the stock wheels back on it. But yeah, without further ado, I'll go ahead and show my first car that got me into modding. So as you can see, my Nissan is right behind me. It's a 2008 Nissan Altima Coupe. The engine size is a 2.5S and it's an automatic. It wasn't a manual. I got this car because on the first day that I was going to college, I owned a 2002 Honda Civic Coupe and it basically got crashed. It got totaled and it was a complete loss. So fast forward, I got this car about 2016 of November of 2016. And I've had it ever since. The car has been good to me, to be honest with you, and I put a lot of time and effort and money into this car. But now it's just like, I've gotten over it because I want something with more power and I want to be a manual as well. But yeah, as you can see, it's pretty much, I've done almost like everything to it. Put like a whole body kit, wheels, interior. I had a radio touchscreen, and then I also had a rear diffuser, which I'll put a picture of it right now. So as you can see, that was the top secret diffuser for the 350Z and the G35. I sold that actually, and then the car was also pretty much straight piped because I had deleted the resonator and the muffler, so it was pretty loud, I'm not gonna lie. I really like the sound, but I got pulled over by a cop, and then long story short, I basically bought a OEM muffler and then reinstalled it, so now it doesn't sound like anything anymore. And then like I said, like I have the Ray wheels on the car, but I'm gonna go ahead and take those wheels off because I pretty much am gonna trade this car in for a new car. And then hopefully you stick around for the next video, not the next video, but like other videos in the future ahead, because I do plan on trading this car in and getting a new car. I'm looking more forward to like a GTI, like the Mark 6. That's the ambulance, but dang, it's pretty loud. But yeah, I plan on getting a new car. I like the Subaru WRXs, like the Impreza ones, like the 2012 to 2015. I'm not sure what I'm going to get entirely yet, but I do plan on trading this car in, so I might as well go ahead and get rid of the wheels, because these wheels are 19 inch and think I'll ever use them again. So rather having them just sit in my basement, I'd just rather go ahead and give them away and then probably use the money for like a down payment. But let's go ahead and go into the car. I can show you guys what I've done to the car so far. So as you can see, these are the 19-inch forged ray wheels that were found on the Infiniti G35. If you haven't checked out my Is It Worth Buying video of the Infiniti G35, I'll put it in the link in the box down below. His G35 also had the same wheels. These wheels are really good because they're forged, and if you don't know what forged means, it's basically like one single piece of metal, right, or steel, and then they forged the wheel out of it, so it makes it pretty much a lot stronger. Yeah, I just have the quick release bumper harnesses right here, pretty much, and then I also have like a front lip, which I don't know if it catches on the camera. Pretty much I have the headlights. I bought new headlights, painted the red calipers, and then I also have new side skirts on the side. For the front of the car, all I have done is pretty much put a heater grill, the front lip that I mentioned earlier. I repainted the grill because this right here was silver, so I made it entirely black. I bought a license plate relocator. I also put license plate carbon fiber frame, which is kind of broken if you can see. Also got new headlights with the black housing because before it was pretty much chromed out. Also have eyelids on top. If you see that, pretty much adds on to the aesthetic. It kind of looks more like a 350Z. It really, pretty much. And then fog lights. Right here, over there. If you had ever installed fog lights that are aftermarket, you know the pain to that, because that sucks. And the wiring, I'm not good with wiring, so it's pretty horrible. Let me show you what the side of the car looks like. So, now that we're onto the side of the car, pretty much, like I said from earlier, raised wheels, the calipers are painted red, quick release bumper latches, and then I also have aftermarket side skirts. This whole piece right here. I used to have aftermarket, well not aftermarket, I kind of made it myself, but there were like side skirt extensions, so it kind of like poked out more. It added more to the aesthetic of the car. Besides that, I don't have anything much more for the side of the car, so you can go ahead and move on to the back. And then for the rear, I don't have much going on anymore as much. As you can see, all I have is just the rear window visor up there. The car did not come with a spoiler before. Me and Devin actually installed this like about a couple months ago now. It's pretty much sturdy and it stays strong. It added on to the aesthetic because all I had was just nothing in the rear at all. Besides the wing, I changed out the taillights as well. These taillights are LED, so they kind of look like the G35's ring. If you know what I'm talking about, go ahead and like this video. But yeah, we changed that. And then the only other thing that I used to have was that the back emblems were debadged, but I put those back on. And then I used to have the rear diffuser, which is gone now. And then the car was straight pipe, so which was louder. The car is pretty much almost stock. Like I said, the only thing that it has going on is the parts that are only meant for this car, which if you know Nissan Altimas, no one really mods them except especially coupes as well. It's kind of like if you really just have that car and you really want to mod it, then you can go ahead, but they're not really sought after, so I can't really like sell these parts at all. But yeah, the car has been good to me. Like, I honestly enjoy the car for what it was. I think it's a good car for anybody. But yeah, no, I'm gonna get rid of the wheels, like I said, and then we're gonna make this car more stock. And then once the car that I'm looking for and the good deal pops up, I'll go ahead and buy that, and then I'll pretty much make a video by then too. New car, I'm giving away my old car. But so now that we're in the interior portion of this car, you saw how the exterior is. You could kind of tell that I put some work and money into this car. The interior, it used to have a lot more, but now it's like, again, like I said, I've taken a lot of things off. For instance, I don't know if the camera picks it up, but this used to be like a checkerboard kind of pattern. Same thing with what like the seats look like, but I pretty much wrapped it with bright black fabric. Yeah, it's like what a lot of people have been using. I don't think you guys can see it, but it's bright fabric. And then the armrest, I pretty much wrapped it with black suede. And then the typical thing where I don't think it shows, but like I changed the yellow LED, the yellow lights that almost every single car comes with, and I changed them to white LEDs, which you should honestly do, and that's a perfect first mod. Might make a video of that too, like the top 5 best mods you should do to your car. If you want to check that video out, stay tuned to the FTB channel. Like, make sure you subscribe, because like I'm honestly giving you guys content of like pretty much everything, and there's a lot of things where like, let's say like there's videos like where you want to look up and stuff like that, but there's none, and there's no reviews, no installation guides, and I feel your pain, but that's why the FTB channel provides. We're trying to go ahead and go into detail of every single thing as much as we can with all these installations, and then hopefully answer your questions. If you have any questions though, leave them in the comment below. But let's get back to the interior portion of this car. Yeah, black bright fabric, black suede, LED lights, and then I wrapped this with a vinyl wrap of carbon fiber. It's not real carbon, but you know, it adds on to the aesthetic. So now that we're in the interior, you can pretty much see that the car is just stock. Like, there's nothing going on. Like I said, automatic. This used to be changed. I used to have an LCD screen right here with a touchscreen radio. I put that in the Honda Civic now. The only thing that I still have going on here is this red button, that if you own any Nissan or G37s, you know that these pretty much come like a transparent kind of color. But I have this red one which comes from a GTR, which is a really great mod if you have the push start button and you're looking for something to add on to the aesthetic. It was only like about 20 bucks, I think, 20 or 30. It wasn't that bad, and the installation was pretty simple. But yeah, that's a GTR R35 button right there. And then the only other thing I have is just pretty much like all the carbon fiber trim that I pretty much installed to it. And yeah, that's about it. The only other thing is I have tint. I think this is 5% on the top right here on the window visor, and then I have 5% on the rooftop. Painted this black, LED white bulbs, like I said, great first mod. Yeah, dash cover, which is another thing you should invest in, because it really protects your dash. Like, if you can see, since the car's been neglected and stuff and sitting under the sun, like all of that is like pretty much from the radiation that the sun causes, and that's direct damage that can happen towards your car. Yeah, that's all I have really. Just floor mats. Yeah, excuse the mask, it's COVID, you know, weird times are rough. And it's about it for what I've done into the inside of the car. Oh, one more thing, I did wrap the top of the car with black suede as well, which I'm not sure if you pick up the swipe of the finger. I'm not sure. Here, probably looks better. Yeah, you can tell right there. Past the finger, and it switches the flow of the fur. Black suede, and that's all I have really. You guys saw pretty much what the Nissan Altima Coupe looks like, the one that I have currently at this moment. Like I said, decided to go ahead and just pretty much give you guys this video because I wasn't planning on recording today at all. But if anything, it's more content for you guys, and on top of that, it's fun for me to do as well. Like I said, I'm gonna get rid of these wheels, so I'm gonna take them off sometime soon between today and tomorrow morning. But I might as well show you guys what the car stands and how it looks like right now before I go ahead and take them off and put the stock wheels back on, which is like more entirely boring. But if you enjoyed this video though, I hope you like the car. I've mentioned that if you see my previous videos, I've said Nissan. And that was just like the Honda Civic. But yeah, this is the car. My first car that I've like pretty much modded, and I've loved it. It was a really good car to me, and I kind of hate to see it go, but I do want more power. Like I said, I want to have a manual car, and if anything, it'll spice things up on the channel as well. Once we start going in, man, I promise you, we're gonna go in strong. That GTI or the Subaru WRX Impreza, we're gonna get one of those always, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. If you guys like these videos, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. But yeah, man, this is FTB. We're going in strong. Hope you guys like the videos. Catch you all in the next one.